Well, hi, Book 2. Bill Ruttenberg here with the Ruttenberg Library. I wanted to come to you this morning with a book haul. I broke my rule and got a few books, and I think you are going to like these. I got some quite a bit of Lincoln here. Got a handful of Lincoln books. I got another biography that is Civil War related, and a couple more Civil War era related books. So I think you're going to like these. But I first wanted to start off with some magazines that I got in the mail, or three of them I got in the mail. One of them I had got at the store, and I don't think I've showed you these. And if I have, just please forgive me and bear with me. But anyway, the other day I got the new World War II magazine in the mail. This one's got, looks like, convicted of treason and beheaded on Hitler's order. She was an American at the center of the resistance. So why is her story little known? And then says down there, Adventures of the War's Only Official Canine POW. Sounds kind of interesting. And then the secret Luftwaffe tool that could have destroyed Britain. So that is the new World War II magazine. This would be the, October of 2021 issue. So look forward to dipping into that. I also got Biblical Archaeology Review in the mail, and got a nice little what is that? Is that a flooring, or is that on the wall? I don't know. I haven't looked into this one yet. But this is the new Biblical Archaeology Magazine, Fall 2021. It's got Locating Joseph in Egypt. It's got new Canaanite temple found, and Jewish encounters with fossil giants. So sounds kind of interesting. And then the cover is Uncovering the Church of Glorious Martyr. So that'll be fun to dip into. Those are always a good time. This next one is a new one for me. They had given an offer that we'll send you this magazine. If you like it, you can order. If not, you can shut it down and keep the magazine. And so I got Military History in the mail. And so this is the September 2021. And of course, you've got the 9/11, the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, the 20th anniversary of that. And so that's what you're seeing on the front there. It says it's also got the Bloody Angle, 1775. It's got Tillman Cover-Up, Bocage Battle, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Finnish Buffalo, Gunpowder Debut, and Irish SAS Hero. So should be a good one. I do not normally get this one. Like I said, this was kind of a special offer, and I thought, why not? If it ends up being free, yay, and if I end up liking it, yay. So the magazine that I'm the most excited about, of course, is Civil War Times. Got that one at the bookstore. Got, of course, Sherman and Grant on the front cover there. Target Vicksburg. The Union's two best commanders battled endless bayous, determined Confederates and political generals in their fight to capture the key city. And this one is the, says keep it on display till October 19th. So September issue maybe? Does it say here? Nope, it's the October issue, excuse me. But I want to say I dipped into this one already and read one of the articles, but I thought I did. But anyway, look forward to digging into that. So got lots of history stuff in the magazine department. So now let's get going into the books. These are the books I picked up this weekend. My oldest daughter has signed a contract, and she is moving out. She's going to get her own apartment. And so Mama Bear decided that she needed to go get her some household goods and help her out in that way. So when we went to down south to St. Joe and then on into Kansas City, we stopped at the bookstore because I had ordered something online, and we went on down to Kansas City to pick some stuff up for her new apartment to help her out. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get started here. I'll show you a whole bunch of Lincoln stuff to start with. These first 3 books were all only $1, and you guys know how much I like Lincoln. The collection is over 100 books on Lincoln, and I've read a good chunk of them. But this first one's a super thin novel, or not novel, a super thin book called Abraham Lincoln, Wisdom and Wit. And like I said, very thin volume. I think it's like 61 pages. Yeah, 61 pages. And the whole thing is exactly what it says, wisdom and wit. So it's a bunch of quotes from Abraham Lincoln. And I thought this would be kind of neat. I started reading it this morning and read the first 11 pages. And then I thought this would be kind of neat to take to school and put these little bits of wisdom up on the board and let the kids kind of ponder those for a week and then switch to the next one. So yeah, look forward to dipping into that and finishing that off. The next one, also $1, is Lincoln for the Ages, and this is edited by Ralph G. Newman. And it says 76 distinguished Americans, including Carl Sandburg, Bruce Canton, and Adlai Stevenson, reveal Abraham Lincoln's enduring impact upon history from his boyhood to his assassination. And that's kind of a neat little book cover. I like that, showing off the old top hat. And on the back side, if you notice, it shows all of the different authors that are in here of the short articles on him. So I really look forward to this. They're all really short, like just a couple pages. This is from Pyramid Books out of New York, and it is from the year 1960. So only $1. Can't beat that. And I think I forgot to tell you this one. This was, this is from the Peter Popper Press out of Mount Vernon, New York. It was edited by Louise Batchelder, and illustrations by Jeff Hill, and it's from 1965. So the last one out of the 3 that I ordered online is The Man Who Killed Lincoln by Philip Van Doren Stern. And this, again, another book for $1. Can't beat that. And I'll read the back cover to you in just a second. Let me get you a publisher. It's Dolphin Books, Doubleday and Company out of Garden City, New York. And this is a 1955 book. But it says, this portrait of John Wilkes Booth is important. Here, for the first time, the dramatic elements in the assassination of President Lincoln are given their true values. There is no attempt to excuse Booth, only to analyze and explain his motives. And that was from the Chicago Tribune. This book reads like a work of fiction, yet it is the product of intense research in government archives, of delving into all available private documents, and of the author's personal observations made as he retraced every step that the fugitive Wilkes Booth took during the 11 days when all the agencies of the United States government were in hot pursuit of the president's murderer. And that's from the New York Times. So you kind of get in the general idea. It's all about the assassination and John Wilkes Booth and his part. So I was real excited to pick those up. I think all 3 of those will probably be pretty quick reads for me. Pretty familiar in that stuff. So let's get the other 2 Lincoln books here. So the next one is the Lincoln-Douglas Debates, edited by Robert W. Johansson. And so I was real excited about this one. Found this, and this was it might have been $2, I think. I think that one was $2. Prices went up just a little bit at my favorite bookstore. Went up $1. So now they're $2 for paperbacks and $3 for hardbacks. Unless it is an older piece that like those were only $1. But anyway, this is 1965 from Oxford University Press. Real excited to have this. I've been wanting to get a book on the Lincoln-Douglas debates. that is primarily just the debates themselves. And I believe that is what this one is. I believe it just goes through the text. Yeah, because in the index, not the index, the table of contents says speech of Abraham Lincoln in Springfield, June of 1858, speech of Stephen Douglas in July of 1858, and then the next few chapters are the first joint debate, second joint debate, all the way through the seventh debate. So this is, it looks like almost the full printing of their debates. I don't know if it's edited. It's probably got some of them cut out, but it looks like the bulk of it is here. So I'm real excited to get this because I've had books on the debates that analyze the debates and tell what they were to history and just how they affected the election and just the debate over slavery. So like I've got a book by Alan Gelzo, and I've got some other ones, a couple others on the Lincoln Douglas debates, but I don't have a book that is just on the debates, like the actual wording of the debates. So that's kind of nice to have. Real excited about that. And then the next one is a hardback book. I don't have a dust jacket. I don't even know if it would have had a dust jacket. I'm not sure. But this is from the Viking Press. This is The Hidden Lincoln, from the letters and papers of William H. Herndon, and it is edited by Emanuel Hertz. And this is a 1938 book, so it's got a little bit of age to it. The papers are a little bit brown, but as you go through, you can see the table of contents there. It's got a whole bunch of just different stuff from all of the collections of William Herndon when he went around. And if you're not familiar with that story, William Herndon, when Lincoln died, he went back and he started interviewing anybody and everybody that had anything to do with Lincoln. And of course, at the end, he ended up trying and put that into a book. And Herndon himself was probably, you could consider him struggling in the law practice. Lincoln's really the guy that really made things go. His name was, Herndon was a good lawyer. He did good work, but it was Lincoln's name that kept their law practice running. So this was when he started collecting all of these, doing all these interviews and collecting all this paperwork and stuff. This was his way. He wanted to put this book together in his way of coming up with a retirement plan, essentially. And of course, if you get to reading in the book that Herndon put together, he put some arguments about Lincoln and his relationship with Mary Todd. And Mary Todd did not like William Herndon at all. She kind of hated him, and it shows up in that book. But anyway, I'm looking forward to dipping into this. That's going to be a lot of fun. So let's do a couple of books on the American Civil War. This first one is The Battle of Gettysburg, edited by Bruce Canton, and it's by Frank Haskell. Now, Frank Haskell, I show this film in my 8th grade American history class that deals with Gettysburg, and the film, the narrator uses the writings of Frank Haskell. So when I picked up this biography and when I saw this, I got super excited because now I've looked for it before, but I didn't want to pay a large amount of money, and I found it for cheap. So I'm very excited to read this, and it does not look like, if you look at the print and everything, it's not going to be a long read. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It is from Houghton Mifflin Company out of Boston, and it's 1969. So that'll be a good one to add to the Civil War collection. And then the last one in the Civil War collection today that I found was Captain Sam Grant by Lloyd Lewis, and this is from Little Brown and Company out of Boston, and it is a 1950 book. And if you look, it's got nice illustration. It looks to be what possibly was like it had a box cover to it. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think that possibly is what this was. And because when you look at how the font and the type is set in this book with the large margins and everything, a lot of times that's what the box sets look like. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what this was. So I was really happy to get this. This will go really well with my Ulysses Grant biographies right over here. And yeah, looking forward to that. The last book that I picked up, it was kind of coincidental because my 8th grade class right at this very moment, we've been doing colonial history. The first week of class, we were talking about Jamestown and bringing the Jamestown settlers here, giving a little bit of background to why, what is a colony, how do they work, all that kind of stuff. And then the last week and a half, we have been working with the Pilgrims. And we went and we read William Bradford's account of the founding of Plymouth. It's called Of Plymouth Plantation. And we read this excerpt from it. We do this every year, and the kids, they get a really good idea of what life was like on the Mayflower when they came across and when the Pilgrims got here and they established the colony. And I myself had never read the entire book, and I've wanted to read the entire book. And matter of fact, on my computer, one of the tabs that's open on the internet is me trying to find an electronic copy for free that I want to read. And when we went to the bookstore, lo and behold, Steve Donahue's got the Brattle Will Provide. Well, Books Revisited provided for me. And look what I found. How coincidental is that? It's William Bradford's Plymouth Plantation, The Pilgrims in America, edited with an introduction by Harvey Wish. Now, granted, this is most likely, I haven't really gone through it too much. It's probably not the entire book. It's probably maybe chopped up a little bit, but it's exactly what I've been looking for. I've been wanting to read this whole story, and I will definitely start with this. And if it is edited down, like if it's cut, chopped up too much, then I will go find the whole book. But I was real excited to find this. This is from 1962, and it is Capricorn Books out of New York. I'll read the back to you here. One of the most important historical documents in the early history of the United States of Plymouth Plantation is the account by one of the first leaders of the Pilgrims of the situation as they crossed the sea and established themselves in the wild and frightening new continent of America. Any modern account of the Pilgrims borrows heavily from Bradford in his account of the Plymouth Plantation. It is the only source for many of the most famous incidents in early American history, such as the establishment of Thanksgiving and the destruction of Marymount. In addition, however, it is a clear, consistent, and fascinating picture of the establishment of a civilized community on what the Pilgrims considered the edge of total savagery, until they learned to cooperate with the Indians and with nature. All right, and so like I said, I was super excited to find this because this is exactly what we're covering in class right now. And I've been looking for it for a long time and haven't found it, and so now I got it. So that'll be a really good addition to my library and to my collection. So anyway, BookTube, I hope everybody's having a good day. That's what I got. I broke my rule, my book buying ban, or my wife's book buying ban, and I think it was worth it. But if you've read any of these, tell me what you think. Leave comments down below and tell me if you liked the book, if you didn't like the book. What you thought of the book haul. So hope everybody has a great day, and till next time, happy reading.